are able to shove Paper Rex out of the other side of the map and just tighten the chokehold onto Lotus. I mean, they are not approaching these sites at all in these 2 rounds. And if that's the comms that we're going to continue to see, Gen.G should be able to go right back up to 2 points. And the Meteor calling for the Outlaw, really wants to continue using that. I mean, it's a good pickup for the Killjoy as well, right? I mean, we've seen some of the pros talk about it. The turret, the Nano Swarm, everything, even the Alarm Bot assisting for those one-shot kills. Gen.G's ready for this.
Something trying to rush in. Does mention catch count by surprise. Gets the kill on the texture as well. Takes a dismiss back in towards Streak. Mind Freak covering fire. Comes up with 2 more. And suddenly, it is just Meteor by himself.
It is nice to see the dismiss be a work of art once again. He's creating such a distraction.
He's right up here against the smoke. Here's the run forward. Instant headshot for Meteor, but let's go. Now pull back. Wait for the reload. Sheriff in hand. Spike now planted. Trailblazer at the ready here. By on the hunt, seeing what he can spot. So far, it's just the turret. Meteor managing to avoid getting detected here. He's going to push downstairs. The double swing could be brutal for him. Spots one. Oh, worked down at 12 HP. Solo snaps over, finds him, looks for the shot. Barely misses. 4 bullets remaining in the Sheriff. Time dwindling. Meteor, can he do the impossible? The tap onto the spike, trying to see if he gets any aggression out of Devi whatsoever. But Devi, stalwart, stays still, gets the kill. But good lord, so much damage dealt here, and he will barely survive, knowing the limitations of that spike explosion.
Man, I was worried when he stood still for a second there, because Meteor's goal was clearly just take down all the weapons, because we will continue to stride ahead. I'm real scared when Meteor got the first shot, but this is why you use Arena. If you're able to get those first kills, create that aggro, and then the rest of your team can follow up once again at a cross angle. At Gen.G, they'll have to keep note of that. You cannot hunt for something like the Reyna anymore.
Still not in a fully comfortable spot. Plenty of half armor out here, but just for their sake on Paper X, no Outlaw on the opposite side. So there are some very critical ultimates available for Gen.G. Lakia working his way downstairs. Smoke about to dissipate, pulls back around the corner. His texture being posted up on a very deep angle. Just knowing that this is everybody stacked up on the A side here for PRX.
A ton of damage onto Devi through the wall there as he tried to take that orb.
Spamming Charon down, sending out that paranoia. Massive connection, but something not caught by it. Managing to find the cover and kill. Now the neural theft infested. Meteor just hanging out backside slot. Pulling up the I cleared out Monyet, coming up with 1. Lakia pushing forward, but he's full blind. The classic from Monyet with that vulnerability as well, going to allow to get the elimination and texture. But the operator can do nothing more but sit back, maybe try to find an exit frag, but needs to hold on to this hop.
You know, I was just thinking about it as Devi was trying to go for that ult orb as well. With the Reyna now, you've got 3 agents on the side of Paper X who don't really rely on their ultimates too much. You're not really looking at those ultimates to turn an entire round, you know, on its head. Sure, neural theft does help a lot if you're able to get the first kill. But outside of that, and yes, the Reyna with the Empress can go for some insane clutches, a lot of aggro, but again, not things you're building set plays around. It's curious that they're using that on a map like Lotus where you can try to greed for those ult orbs on the attack. Maybe just trying to say that we want to go up slowly up to the site just like they did on A. Ignore that C site that has been difficult to break through against Gen.G's setup. And continue to play around that revolving door with things like the Leer.
Paper X right back on the saddle here. Going to catch up as they've dealt a significant amount of damage here to the economy on the side of Gen.G. Operator obviously still held over from texture, but the rest of the buy, likely going to be some Sheriffs, maybe, you know, I'll force up on something like a Marshall. I'll just wait and see what they have, but very nicely taken. And okay, looks like a hero rifle in the hands of Meteor.
Yeah, you want to support that operator at least one way or another. Make sure you don't go into rounds back to back to back where you're just trying to save it.
He's all the support he can get, because right now, once again, Paper X looking to just send it over towards A.
Yeah, the showstopper this time, it can be even quicker going in through tree.
Nightfall at the ready. Lakia, ooh. Tap here. here. Oh, to the Torment. What a great headshot. Finds one, but Mind Freak answering back in kind. Helps take down Texture before that op. Find any value. Now just 3 players left, and Munchkin caught, trying to work his way down row. Creep in. Spotted. Meteor actually tucking below the spray there of something. Avoids it, but eventually is sussed out. Ends up falling, and now it's down to KONTEN to see if he can deal any additional damage here. And he can. Finds the headshot. Now in a 1v2. Fi gonna stop him before he can start heating up. PARTY tie us up 3-3.
KONTEN once again proving, though, that he's not a guy that you can underestimate. I mean, that was really anybody's shot there if they kept coming out one by one by one. So keep your eye on that new recruit. We've had so many successful new recruits here at VCT Pacific as we watch them grow even just within the past week of kickoff. But obviously KONTEN, one of the brightest shining stars as he has already reached the finals, going for that Royal Road here. Now the Odin. And we're piecing together the true PARTY one piece at a time. We've got the Reyna, we've got the Odin.
Now they're very well aware of this.
Cage triggered.
Want to try to back away. Take some safer positions outside of the A site. Munchkin setting down that bite. Lear going to be cleared out. Just delaying the Trailblazer for a bit. Dive in should clear that close left side.
With the Nanoswarm still here, that's been the real bane of it. The Poison Cloud into the Nanoswarm, and just one Snakebite still on hold. That's good enough. No one's biting that Shadow Step. There's still 2 members in the side of C, and PARTY is not exactly aware of that.
I mean, it's effectively 3 players here. You still have Lakia lingering around Waterfall. Tap onto the door. We'll make him rotate maybe back over towards this B site, but for now it is going to be KONTEN who's looking to intercept all of this aggression that's coming through. To the blast packs forward. Monyet gets himself around a back rubble. Shots exchanged. KONTEN getting the worst of it. Now it's down so very low on HP. 2 health remaining for him as Mind Freak TP's in a drop.
Duh.
Mind Freak's been
Tawan
hit.
dong. Oh, enggak.
Prowler not
Enggak.
scouting him though.
Nice.
Says he swings out and he finds one. KONTEN somehow coming away with a headshot. Does manage to shut him down. Now the shift. PARTY working their way over towards C. The Nanoswarm's the alarm bot still available. KONTEN as well. Also going to be TPing over.
He just wants to buy time. It doesn't matter if he's low on health. The Nanoswarm should be enough to help him peek out just one more time.
12 seconds remaining. Spike still being brought forward into the site. Handed off now to Monyet.
Oh, nice.
Corner in towards Waterfall. Something finding one, but Texture quick to reply. But there's the Odin spray. Texture will go down. Now it's all on Munchkin. Clears out the cam, but displacing this Odin is going to prove to be a pain in the rear for him. The jump up, Monyet in a high ground position. And a little bit of damage there. I mean, Forsaken knocked down to 6 HP. This is still such a rough task for Munchkin.
Ayo, gue belum set ya.
Such a strain. Yeah, you have to save. I mean, maybe looking for that early kill, knowing that you might have gotten the tags. Maybe see if you can take down the op, bring it back. But outside of that, it's PARTY finally gaining some momentum.
Gonna be taking the lead here. For the first time on Lotus. Gen G just continuously getting knocked down time and time again when it comes to this economy.
But that's sometimes where they thrive. So I don't know if you can really count them out just yet. But the calls have been good for PARTY. Yes, they were cutting it close. I won't say that rotation was necessarily very well calculated. But of course, you know, the push onto the site, drawing them all the way over because of the From the Shadows. Him getting that kill onto Lakia really sells it all the way to the end. Forces Gen G to have to come in. KONTEN saves it, because if he doesn't get the kill there, surely it just ends on the A site right away. But outside of that, it's PARTY just saying immediately, okay, we still don't know exactly how many more have arrived just yet. We don't have anyone in the site to help with the pinch. That's the call to rotate over. And of course, you can see Coach Alex also not entirely happy, as it has been a close map here on Gen G's pick.
Doing a lot of talking. Solo here doing some listening, allowing for the secondary coaches as well to get involved.
Yeah, and I want to give a good shout to HSK as well. We all know Solo from his New Turn days, but HSK also kind of from that era and squad alongside Solo and Termi from the old days. And now, after finishing his military service, a lot of the Korean pros were wondering if he will enter Valorant, if he'll enter as a pro, if he'll come back as a coach. He had a very brief stint as a player, and then a disastrous first year as a coach last year on the squad of DFM and VCT Pacific. And just building doubt amongst the entire global community. And he comes in and builds this squad taking down DRX, taking the title of Korean Kings, and now looking to take it over for Pacific.
Time out.
Here.
So the takeover can start here on the round, where PARTY PRX are going to be able to stretch the lead. Spy still not looking great. Spray through, Texture hanging far enough back to not get clipped by anything. As Meteor with that Marshall for shot to go wide. Swing out from Munchkin as well. Not finding purchase. 2 kills picked up here for Divide. Now the Trailblazer into the site. Try to scout. Charon around the corner is going to be noted over in Waterfall. Something wants to push the issue. Full flash into his face. Shorty claims the kill. Nice and easy setup as PARTY PRX way out in front here on the round.
Yeah, turning that corner with the Shorty, knowing that it's going to be shorter guns here for Gen G. That's just some heads up, classic something maneuver. And this is a good round to abuse that C site, knowing that they're going to have weaker weapons, weaker utility. Plant that seed of doubt that the C site can always be struck.
Hello.
Whoa. Oh, that's a nice track.
Nice one indeed. Lakia still in a really rough spot. Will not be able to hold on to the battle, not be able to do any additional damage. 4 players strong here. And plenty of cash is something is working out those legs. Squats are coming in.
Yeah, a little bit of a rumble from the crowd. Of course, you know, the Korean fans, no strangers to it, thanks to particular members on DRX. Won't name any names, but
Udah pede nih.
nice to get a little bit of that rivalry going. You can see just how tough it's been for both of these squads. I mean, PARTY PRX usually all just laughing and enjoying the game regardless of the scoreline, and right now they don't want to lose that title. They also, obviously, both teams looking to get the higher seed at Madrid as well.
Higher seed, but also championship points on the line. As they're trying to go Odin v Odin, and it will be Forsaken getting the worse end of it, but still relatively healthy. And Divide, of course, with the heals could just hop back up to 100. Capital the orb, something checking close. Poison orb obfuscating as much as possible. As the Lear now going to be sent in.
Or the Prowler and B as well.
I'm getting the reveal, but Meteor not spotted. Quick little jump peek. Checks down below. Nightfall crashing across. Trailblazer coming in from behind though. Meteor noted. Taken down. Monyet trying to get through. To falling, and now the pit going to be invested. Texture at the same time finding Mind Freak, but Munchkin gone. The pit instantly dropping his Divide. Breaks it down, launch up from something. Whipping a pit, he re-peeks, and Aaron has to swing back. Just up on the ready. Is he ready for him to be close? Yes, he is. Texture taking him down, but now dead as the paint shells come flying through. Divide forced back. Him versus Charon. Both players having been so clutch for their teams in the past, and Charon will be able to get the kill. Had the HP advantage, gets it. Gen G will stop this round win streak that we saw from PARTY PRX. Was 5 consecutively. They keep it close.
You know, I just thought maybe PARTY PRX would try to sell this as much as possible, draw out that Nightfall, and rotate back over to B. They still had time. They still had Mind Freak on B, because again, this C site has just been a wall against their opponents for Gen G, and they are pushing them into that C site. They're doing everything they can to force him out there.
Jump forward.
Mati lo, mati lo,
Like
mati lo,
noted,
Texture,
yeah.
mati lo,
Has
mati
been
lo.
spotted. Has to try to blast back and play out the safety. Does manage to do so.
Mati lagi pula.
Putting all this forward aggression that we're seeing as the push
Nice,
comes in.
something.
How does he do it?
Continue
Ini baru
to push
something,
towards these
anjay.
operators and find the kills. Lakia flushed out, Forsaken with the elimination. Managing to find it. Neural theft, hitting the
Nice.
spot. The instant headshot into the sprayed out.
W
Mind Freak
Gaming boy.
eliminates Meteor. And just like that, PARTY PRX say, okay, you want to stop our win streak, we're just going to hound you down.
It's just unfair that PARTY PRX has this hidden card that they can use against operators, and it's
juara,
simply
juara,
called
PARTY PRX,
something.
Udah.
He just swings out,
Auto
takes down the
juara
scope
nggak sih,
every
boy?
single time.
Push forward, Judge able to find one. Monyet needs to be the one to wide swing in to try to save them here. Dink is going to be found, but 20
No
HP.
saving, boy.
Charon off in Narnia. I think much else is going to be found here for Gen G. PARTY PRX is going to be keeping them at an arm's length distance.
Oh, they want this kill. I mean, he's not that close to his ultimate. Credits are running very dry. I mean, absolutely dry for Charon. So PARTY PRX just trying to snowball whatever they can. That's the confidence they have. Now reaching that 6 on the scoreboard, they would like nothing more than to extend it at least to that 7. Feel a bit more comfortable going into the second pistol.
Laser guided.
Yeah.
Juara,
Much more
juara,
breakdown on
juara,
that
juara.
Something on the arena. Delivering once more.
There.
Another weak buy for Gen G, and that's when PARTY look to C-Site once again. I mean, they always start to try to shake things up. The problem is there's so much utility to try to get through before you sell the fake. But now they know it's a weak buy. You don't need to sell it. You can just commit to it.
Haven't spotted that Nailstorm quite yet. We're fishing for it. It looks like something. He says, "I'll just heal it back up.
Yeah.
It's gonna kill, and then I'll just go ahead and use the devour."
That sounds like a good counter to the
Big
Nanoswarm.
space on the side, lock his spot, and there's the dismiss. Takes himself out to safety. Meteor fighting one, fighting two. Karat getting involved, gets another. And now suddenly it's just Mind Freak and Forsaken. Mind Freak still rotating over the cam, goes in, tries to get the dart out. I believe he actually whipped. Comes up on the block, Mind for one elimination. Mind Freak now put into a 1v1. Meteor swinging out, down so low, 7 HP from him. Kind of toying around with Mind Freak, who's now going to drop down off the box.
Meteor so low. Mind Freak has to know this.
I mean, he knows exactly.
Nice!
Took one bullet. The fadeaway shot finally will find him. The damn close, but Gen G just not as reliably able to find the thrifties here today. PARTY counteracting them nicely.
I was going to just be blown out of my mind if they got that thrifty once again, because this was again, very targeted execute onto the C site. And it's just a classic flood, even with the Nanoswarm, like you said, just fully confident that they can overpower him. But it wasn't as easy as PARTY thought it would be.
Certainly not, but just given the bank, I mean, they've been fine, for this half.
Showstopper, I would love to see some other way to break this setup on C side. No one's done it successfully so far in Pacific.
The Meteor in a far forward spot. Poison Orb does give it an opportunity to maybe rotate up on top of the side itself, back away, and get into a position where that lockdown could find value.
That's already both guiding lights gone, by the way, for PARTY.
Just popping them off the rip. Now going to be relying on those leers.
No
Showstopper
way.
does come in. That's going to be Locky dead, but he managed to get Mind Freak. That last shot going off right before he gets taken down. Could be everything for them.
You just got to hope that the Empress comes in big for something.
Lockdown still held. Big creep up. Clear out. So
Aduh, kan bener 75 kata gua anjing.
Everything to do is try to get himself up onto
monyet.
the site. Munchkin
Apain, shot?
nails the headshot. Last round of the half
75,
going the way of Gen G. 7-5. Scoreline separating the teams.
And this is where the trouble is going to begin for PARTY, because sure, when you're on the attack, you can throw all those blinds alongside the guiding light, the leers, the paint shells, everything to distract him. But on defense, yeah, you can do it. But if they don't meet you where you throw that utility initially, that retake is looking nigh impossible. And it's a great idea against, the enemy Viper, try to break through that toxic screen, even with the decay, just kind of eat that disadvantage and go through it. But again, Gen G, after a couple of rounds, surely, if that's the style that PARTY brings, they read into it, and they hold back, and PARTY just won't have much to work with on the retakes.
20 more seconds to gather their thoughts as we get ready to swap sides and see how Gen G is going to be faring on this attack now. PARTY making this look a bit more like an international Lotus rather than a Pacific one.
That's true. Keeping it on the side that it should be. Pacific's always had these weird tendencies across a lot of the maps, quite frankly.
We'll see, though, if they can maintain the dominance here on that defending side. And how they're going to be piloting this Reyna.
A big part of it, you have to imagine, is you push them out on one side, funnel him into Forsaken setups, as he's always been so good with the Cypher, especially once he gets the Odin. So Gen G, if they can shut that down early, they should have a lot more breathing room.
There.
So far, I mean, the biggest achievement really here for PARTY has been just denying texture from finding value.
Caution here.
Aaron as well. Both of them down there at the bottom of the scoreboard for the side of Gen G. We'll see if that changes now that they go to the attack, but with texture not finding nearly as much value, PARTY got to be feeling pretty cozy.
Targets destroyed.
Okay, turret noting one. Meteor trying to break line of sight, makes it around the corner just in time. Now re-swings.
Yeah, should have caught sight of multiple as well.
He's going to continue to hold decently close here. Sheriff shot's not connecting yet as there's the jump forward, but Munchkin with the covering fire.
No.
With paranoia, Munchkin coming up huge. Picture in the
Aduh,
meantime,
aduh,
taking out Forsaken, the take on the Dubai. The full rotate around from the back. Might not be finding value here for PRX. Nade goes forward, texture finds the enemy sky. It's going to be a flawless pistol round for Gen
Kenapa
G.
dah PRX shocks?
Well, the Gen G marketing team smiling on that one as the Gen G Classic comes out on top over PARTY. But it's a good call from Gen G. They realize that PARTY is just not stopping at anything, and they just say, hold, stop, turn around, just one person watch out for the peek out from whoever is anchoring on A. We will meet them right here on Rubble. A very different look of the Rubble fight, but a Rubble fight nonetheless. And good shots from Munchkin. He's feeling that confidence once again. Back on top of the scoreboard as the IGL for Gen G.
No force buy this time around. PARTY just going to see if they can try to get a thrifty done naturally. Just that Sheriff here in the hands of Dubai. Once again, everybody overall in that C site.
You can just tell exactly the positions they're holding on the minimap as well, just stacked on top of each other at close range. Yeah, at least get that ult orb. I like the timing of it. But that's all they'll get, quite frankly. Haven't been as successful as Gen G on these thrifties, so not going to hold my breath too much on this one.
You say that, I'm thinking about yesterday. On Ascent. Crazy one that they were able to close out, basically just classics. Forsaken will be able to find one kill, but Lock here with the Guardian, putting it to good use. Finding now 3, looking for the 4th. Mindfreak will take him down. Any more than that would have been a big cause for concern for Gen G, but they'll hold on to the most expensive weapons.
Selalu aja
Upgrade
kalah
some
pistol
sheriffs
round.
as well, and tie things up at 77.
PARTY.
Yeah, considering the circumstances, you know, PARTY, you did what you could. Got a couple extra ult points. That's all you were going to get, especially coming out of that choke point over by Baby Door. But now the real question is that Odin is going to take a little bit. Wow.
Okay, Lakia.
You know, there's something about Lakia. He just hides his power
Run by,
until
run
Texture
by,
needs a
run by.
break. And then he just rises to the top. Has some impressive multi-kills on a lot of these maps. Some good acrobatics as well.
Nade going forward. Swing C's coming out. It's Mindfreak. They're swinging out the door. On yet, however, going to be able to find an opening kill. Texture going to be taken down. Lakia as well.
Oh,
Found
nice.
Aaron on that swing. Able to get a connection. On something. He'll back away. Light doesn't have the healing.
Ada healing nggak, boy? Boy.
With no charges either. Something
No
stuck
healing,
at
boy.
20.
Alah, boy.
Not quite the situation PARTY would like, where they're trying to absolutely win the round, turn things around. They don't really feel like they have a numbers advantage, so they'll stick 2 people together still. Forsaken
So
just
close.
watching B and C.
So close to tracking him through that smoke.
Last player standing.
We'll be able to find him. Now it's all on Meteor.
So, udah di A.
1v3. Alarm bot
Kayaknya
going to be set up.
biarin dia ngeplan sih.
Spike is in hand.
Biarin dia ngeplan sih.
He wants a challenge for a kill first.
Exactly. He wants to dwindle the numbers down, and he knows, he should know something is low.
Well, push out.
Aduh.
Okay, device swinging in. Dead. Clear now going to be cleared
Ting
out.
ting ting ting
Something
ting. Oh, gua
chipped away
dia.
at.
Ting ting ting
Outlet
bukan
for the
keren.
push. Can't even get the one somehow.
Nice bonus
Something
run sih
dodging out
buat
those bullets.
Genji Ciok.
Keeps himself alive.
Maksudnya kenapa
Helps to save
biarin
the round
aja
here for
gitu
PARTY.
plan.
Something swings, you know, his swings have been just so good, whether it's against the Scos, whether it's against the rivals. 20 HP, and to be able to get that last kill. They're even running forward as the person who's supposed to be. Had a great dismiss amidst that chaos and rubble to keep the aggro going. And again, that's why you pick the Reyna. Now, we've seen it try time and time again. Of course, as always, it gets shut down once you can't get that first kill. But in a team like PARTY, it'll work.
Look at the Vi though. Glass cannon.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no armor. Just the cash right now. The situation not looking good for them. They want to be able to have those full rifle in his hand, I suppose, instead of going for something like a bulldog. Texture wanting to grab that orb, but the camera is enough to dissuade.
Going for that no armor, just trying to get some extra damage, and I think they're really trying to feed something these kills, make sure that they can go for the trades. But that means they're banking a lot on this round to try to win out the map.
Here.
Station's back over towards the safe site, already begun. Meteor pushed up just outside of B, alongside this trap wire. Clears it now, so Monyet made aware. Just gonna go back and away. Mindfreak trying to swing out, but Karen finding the headshot. It's down the enemy Omen. Paranoia now. Not gonna be in this retake attempt. Forsaken goes sliding down, gets himself situated over a drop. Pushing forward ahead of his own trap wire, up against the side of the cage, as it drops, tries to get that transfer. Nearly had it. Karen will answer it back. Them in the lead. Paranoia now going to be sent out, connecting on Amon yet as he pulls away. Something starts swinging in behind over at Baby Door, which now is going to be broken. The Lear down. Munchkin still. Sights turned over towards where the spike is at, but it doesn't even matter. Karen finds one, Texture gets the other two. And Chen Ji tie it up at 8-8.
Chen Ji, I don't know if they calmed it ahead, if it's just built in to their protocols, whatever it might be. They did not all turn to shoot down the Lear. They knew exactly what each other's jobs were, and this is where this team starts to get scary. All of them have the ability to shoot back, pick up those kills on those trades. So as long as you're not all distracted by the same thing, you are usually going to win out on these fights. Very good post-plant setup from Gen G, and that'll draw the timeout, especially with that buy. Paper Rex doubling down on that 16th round. Now they'll have to take a bit of a breather.
For the life of me, I mean, Munchkin just riding the line, standing right outside that door, trusting in Karen to be able to get the kill.
Yeah.
Ends up working out. 8-8. Timeout called here from Paper X. One apiece burned so far in the map. See more can be utilized. Alex wanting to just make sure that they're not letting this slip away from them. Gen G trying to get the win here. Take this all the way up to that match point.
Wonder if Gen G is going to suspect a different default setup here and maybe try to go for something like a B push, because I would have imagined that one of the things Paper X can try, of course, I guess this one's going to be an eco, but outside of it, will be to try to really push out from one side, hold their defender spawn entry points with two people, and then go for the retake with something like the spy cam. We'll see if it comes to fruition in the next buy round, but for this one, just the singular outlaw. And it, of course, outlaw on the other side to really abuse the econ situation as well.
Tucked behind the box, Haunt not going to get the reveal there on a Forsaken. And oh, shots go flying.
Nice.
Extra low, swaps over the classic.
Nice, son.
Confirm the kill.
Nice, nice. Terus. Culik. Satu. Du. Bagus sekali.
Gen G very swiftly dealing with what limited firepower Paper X had.
You know, Munchkin's been hitting amazing shots throughout this tournament, but if you look carefully, a lot of it is, again, that experience shining through, just knowing how these trades are set up, how the crossfires are set up, going for those pre-fires. That's how he's so snappy. A lot of times he's correct. That's how he gets these 17 kills so far in the 17 rounds, leading by example.
Careful.
Now the operator in hand for something, and the Odin. I mean, they desperately needed this. We'll see if it works.
Yet again, rushing forward, trying to get a catch. Let's get pinged by the Haunt. And ultimately, there's no one there to find. Everybody from Gen G. And out on this left side of the map. As Prowler goes and checks forward, nothing going to be spotted. Action is going to be leading in. Cam's still set up here from Forsaken.
Oh, they
now
find
going to be
it.
spotted. Clear out on the dart, and wisely does back down. It's not a default plan. It's just off to the side, and now the pin is going to be invested as well from Gen G.
Seekers are on the way. Something gets a nice opening kill through the door, though.
You're gone, Aaron.
Wih, nggak dicek. Lari-larian, shock.
But Monyet with a nice headshot equalizes. Gives this advantage over to PRX.
Nice.
Take it out. Hit now going to drop lock. You spam down.
Oh.
Will be eliminated in Paper X. Very nicely.
Otay naman kaya.
Will tie us up once more at 99. Just trying to stay inseparable.
Percaya nggak,
I
brother?
cannot imagine having to play against Paper X in any capacity. Not that that's ever going to happen in my career, but the chaos that they bring, just the way they use the Odin, and you see this with a lot of teams that use the Odin often, is that more often than not, it's not even suppression fire to keep them kind of zoned in. It's just this distraction in the audio, really muffling everything up, just trying to make sure they don't know where to look, that they can't find the other tracers, and you just don't know where else you can move. You keep them pinned in, frozen like deer in the headlights, and that's the retake for Paper X.
Reset of the blast, back to jump forward. Monyet and Texture both racing over towards Rubble. to be able to find one appeasement of Texture, doubling up, finds himself another elimination, but somehow the Vibe
udah
gets
fight
that
kecil
kill.
juga.
Texture. As Rhea just finds the elimination. I cannot believe my eyes. Nothing now. Got everything to do, but Texture's so hungry for it. Won't be able to get himself an ace. Munchkin, he will take that kill away. But good God, it feels like Texture just failed Gen G at the start of a round that they had no right to win.
And that's the composition coming to play once again against PARTY. I mean, if you're going to have the Reyna, ideally you want something like the Lear that can really help you push up against that toxic screen. But without that, not yet. Oh no, not again. That's deja vu. Just give this man his ace,
Sagapung,
man.
sagapung,
Happened yesterday on Fine. It happens in...
sagapung.
Again, I mean, Texture is just...
Sagapung,
He just is a content mill. It's just GIF reactions.
Oh, and
Solo with a very rare smile.
he's very happy. It's got to be something that he's hearing in the comments, right? Reactions like that, knowing that your players are kind of feeling good, able to joke with each other despite it being a very tight game, and knowing that your players had the right read in that last round to bounce back. I mean, Solo looked so nervous coming into kickoff, and I can't imagine, with the pedigree that you have as a player, people globally looking at you as a legend for Asian FPS, and then, I mean, quite frankly, tanking your stocks quite a bit as a coach when you first started over on D+. Now saying, I'll take one more shot, be the figurehead here, be the grand leader for Gen G alongside HSK, and really guide these players who are just looking for one more chance to prove themselves. And he's seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And now another absolutely broken buy. A judge for something, buying down to 850. Sure, it's the Reyna. You can always kind of try to rely on that half armor, but the Outlaw is in the hands of Meteor. Don't know if something's going to account for that.
Showstopper at the ready from Yet. They feel that they can get this into a winnable position. We very well could see that pulled out. Try to turn the tides. Now Gen G taking things very cautiously. Spamming boxes, checking corners.
And it's just going to be a stack. No early rubble fight. PARTY just saying, this is the best shot we got. Again, you got to take your chances when you're on these broken buys, these ecos.
Tap on the door. Something on the opposite side of the box. Not going to be spotted. As Meteor, he's pushing into this one, but he's got the Outlaw.
Dapat, boy.
He says hello.
Now he can open the door.
Snatches up the weapon. He's going for it. Gets the shot there into Munchkin, putting him down to 10 HP. But Munchkin again with a nice headshot. At least trade this one back. With the door getting opened once again. PARTY reading a rotation. How far forward do they want to try to push here?
Guys.
Wanting to maybe
Viper low, yeah, low. Viper low, 1 HP.
Yeah, they don't spawn anyone at B main either, so he's gonna have a shot.
Aduh,
A little shaky with it.
Just on the opposite sides of Munchkin's legs. Cannot find the connection there. Munchkin somehow still in this fight. Paranoia in cross back sight. Mind Freak getting clipped by that for now. HL sent his way. Showstopper up close and personal. Yet putting it in the feet block. Taking them down, but time is ticking. Mind Freak swinging around, but now caught off guard. A section comes in from the side. Spike gets planted. The jump shot there from Defy. Good for one. Karon quickly shuts it down. 11-9. Gen G. 2 rounds away from moving up 2-1 in this series.
It's a Hail Mary from PARTY, but one that was worthy just because of the timer. The Mind Freak had gotten just one kill up into that tree a bit earlier and really shut that down. But Texture's just so fast with the reaction, peeking back out right at the 5-second mark. So Munchkin had a little bit more to share just to make sure they can close out this map. And they're ready for it. Showstopper online for Texture.
Smoke down, aggressive push out of B, just to clear the turret for now. You're back away, avoiding that aggression as Munchkin, the lone operative now. Taking quite a bit of space over at A. Seems like wants to see what the rest of the team can report as far as the setup here on B. The smoke as well going to be coming out of Mind Freak. Both of those now on cooldown.
You just have the double tripwires right up close to the entrance here for Forsaken. It's a bit of a gamble, especially with the Raze, who has a showstopper.
I spotted him. No movement here from the PRX camp. Not necessarily believing that this is going to be a stack.
Careful here.
Oh man, it was a double for the jump. I thought it was one above, one below, but you really want to take down the showstopper. Forsaken has the read that if that's going to be the execute. You know the ult's online.
Munchkin dead. Something finding him. He tries to cut across to the rest of the team, and there it is. The trap wire coming through has the reveal, but the Haunt also finding Forsaken. So he tries to backpedal, get himself out to safety. Rocket, it goes too deep.
Oh.
Kill not going to be found.
Santainya.
Meteor.
Yeah, something.
Finding one, trying to
Something
push back up. Take some space here on the side. Lockett able to shut it down.
Enggak.
Forsaken creeping back up. Waterfall, but angle watched. Karen finding it. Lockett trying to go for the plant, but just baits the bind forward. Finds the kill now. All on something. Heal rolling. They interrupt the plant again, passing it now over to Karen. Slovakia looking to hold the corner, swings back around, puts him low, puts him down to 21. Spike planted. No leers, no dismisses, no nothing. So the Haunt goes out. Something now revealing himself. Another smoke invested. He's looking for the cross. He's trying to get the headshot, but he cannot. Karen stands tall, 12-9. Gen G now at map point.
Lakia with the mind games, running across the screen one last time before peeking to make sure that something doesn't have the opportunity to disrupt the plant. And yeah, it's back-to-back rounds where it got dicey with the timer. But Gen G keep their calm. I mean,
Please, please.
Paper X had some decent setups here. It's unfortunate that Forsaken not able to get that initial kill.
Blow something up.
Bold call to shift that spike over as well. So few seconds left. Want to make sure that they can try to get it planted down for now. Paper X looking to fight fire with fire. Something finding one. Mind Freak getting texture.
Nice, Abang Lis.
A quintessential
Nice,
Paper
Abang
X
Lis.
round.
Nice, udah main trick, udah.
We now find ourselves in
Chill, bro.
1v2.
Yeah, you still have all your setups for Cypher on the other site, so just stay doubled up. That's the game plan for Paper X. Surely they'll just hold that rubble. Not sure if they'd be curious enough to push all the way through this toxic screen.
Ini mati turretnya.
Trap wire is
Mati
there.
turretnya. Oh, udah mati. Aduh, mati juga ya.
Destroys it. Just going to be a plant here into the open. Let's get to read that this is going to be a approach for Bane.
Kalaunya Viper ya.
No bites to speak of.
Bodoh. Aduh, gara-gara semalam lost streak
Swing
anjing.
top B. Flush against the wall.
He's going to want to pop that poison cloud. Yeah, try to act like he might be hiding in the smoke as well. Just some extra distractions. We'll see if it works.
Smoke comes down. Here's one. Poison now coming down, and they're just holding for this one. The spray. He gets him off the defuse for a moment.
Nice.
The smoke. He's able to collect the kill. Paper X hanging on by a thread.
Dia lagi ngetik
Who wants to defuse it?
Yeah.
But if there's any weapons, they need to try to recover. PRX, they keep themselves in this game. 2 rounds. They try to take us into overtime.
You just know it's a good match so far when we have back-to-back of these rounds where the double left just have really good teamwork. You see Forsaken sticking it and then goes for the spray first, gives the chance for Mind Freak to pop out as Munchkin is distracted trying to fire back against the Tracers. Small things like that really make the difference between a clutch and just a standard 2v1 victory. Now the Odin for Lakia really trying to bully their way and punish Paper X for pushing out aggressively.
Seekers at the ready here from Dubai as well. Once again, I mean, they're looking to take the fight again over at A, but Gen G saying, we didn't like how that went for us. So we're not going to try to challenge into it again.
But that's all of Rubble cleared. 8 main cleared. I mean, you could just leave one person holding here and you have the entire map figured out.
Here.
At least for now, especially considering the trap wire is still set up. Double push in towards B now. Paper X expecting that this is just going to be a pile into the site.
Oh, this is good from Gen G, though. Before the 1 minute mark, they're going to reclaim some control. They heard the footsteps, it sounds like. Munchkin making that call immediately. Now they know
Prowler
what's
to check.
holding.
Double push out, turn for the flash, Meteor. Himself safe for now. Now Monyet going to be taken down, tucked into the corner. Meteor trying to survive.
Nice.
Cannot.
Udah balik.
Ends up falling.
Yo,
It's that potential
expect-
lockdown now taken away from them. But if Gen G
udah
gets to the
expect-
side, they still
Yo.
do have that pit
Buset.
that Munchkin can invest.
Please.
Yeah, Dubai going to be looking to use those Seekers, but you're going to have to give up the site for now, so
Dia
it has
kalau
to be used to
misalkan kalah,
try to attack
dia
through the
nggak ada
pit.
duit jokes.
Death
Dia nggak ada
risk,
duit
25% remaining.
Please,
Oh, they
As the
don't.
spam
dong.
starts coming through, trying to prevent.
Dapat,
the
nice.
storm and something
Nice.
The one tap through the
No,
smoke by
way,
Cat.
no,
Now,
nice.
What is that retake?
Oh my god! I thought Only Forsaken was close enough to follow up against the Seekers through the pit. But as soon as they go through the site, as soon as they figure out everyone's next to the door, they take the gamble, open it, hold the doubles right around the revolving door, and something just with the one taps, the dismiss end to the site to get the vision.
I mean, good God! What? And then just scouts, and there's just nothing more to be done. Timeout now called.
Oh,
See, it is going to be from the Gen.G camp. This one was very much up in the air as far as who could be. Oh, never mind. PARTY PRX. Call the second one. I didn't write it down. My bad.
I mean,
I thought they still had one.
You know, PARTY PRX, yeah. I think
prediksi gua 14-12. Kayaknya 12-12 lah ya.
From both sides.
Kita kasih seneng aja dulu Gen.G.
The real crazy part here is I think that had to have been off of the Seekers. Just kind of keeping track of that. Whatever it was,
kita kasih senang match point, terus kita ngebantai di overtime. Dah. 14-12. Gua udah di sama Riot yang di sana.
Ready to go as Meteor was taken out on the flank, and that's something that PARTY PRX will look to do again, cutting off the lurk nice and early. So I wonder if Gen.G, do they just go for a rush this time around? You have the Nightfall as well, just push through and then put up the lockdown on the post plant. It's an option. It looks like it will be it.
Immense amount of options here for Gen.G. And one that, you know, if you dump these many key ultimates into a round and end up going into overtime, could be a little bit tilty.
Please, wake up, wake up.
On down for now, up over the top, the check towards Mound. Nothing going to be spotted. Forsaken again, just playing the side solo with that Odin in hand. We're checking the B box. Lockdown now going to be invested. Looking to shove them back, but I mean, you see something. Mind Freak, they're actually inching their way forward. Paranoia going to be sent in with Munchkin. Not going to be caught by it. Ends up finding the kill. Lockdown now, getting ready to roll through. 1 more second remaining. They managed to back out. No one going to be detained here. How smoothly can they try to retake?
Nyet, please, dapat Nyet.
Drifting, in fact.
Nyet,
over towards Texture. Finally manages to clear it out, trying to hold the door. First spawn yet. Flush up against the wall, Devi looking to try to help his comrade push through that position. And the flash goes in. It turns from
Nyet,
it.
dapat lagi Nyet, ayo, satu lagi Nyet, ayo, please.
Now trying to survive, trying to backpedal, but Carrot swings in from main. From the side itself, I should say, to find the kill. Finds himself another one. Mind Freak and Devi. The last one standing.
Please,
fight, He finds the second kill, but cannot get the third. 13-11, Gen.G will narrowly close out their map pick of Lotus. They now move up to match point.
It's a good call after that timeout. In fact, just one step further, not going for the rush off the bat, but trying to figure out who's stationed over by Mount, who's there. They hear the Odin, and they immediately say this is our chance to go. And what a punish from Munchkin against something. Just the hard read that PARTY PRX is a team that will try to push out from this rather than lose the site. Because again, their composition and their playstyle just didn't cater for a retake onto that B site. It's a hard read from Munchkin, the IGL, and this time he's just one step ahead of PARTY PRX.
Very nicely done here from Gen.G. Match point in their pocket. PARTY PRX, though, can they reply to that next map of finds coming up? We're going to find out, but first the analyst desk will break down Lotus.
What a game! What a series! Gen.G comes back on Lotus, proving themselves in this rematch on this particular map against PARTY PRX.
Aduh, Nyet. Wake up lah, please, Nyet. Tolong. Lu selalu di bawah Nyet, sumpah. Tolong banget ini map 4. Tolong banget ini Nyet. Lu di bawah Nyet. Please. Back up lah, Jokes. Udah 3 map lo. Ayolah. Ayo, gue mohon nih di buy nih ya. Tolong banget nih. Tolong banget nih, sumpah. Sumpah, please. Mohon banget nih gue sama lu nih, Nyet. Di map 4 lu MVP dah. MVP cok. Ini pasti forum bahas si monyet, no kan? Sudah head tuh banyak banget head. Ayo please, gua mau lu nyet di map 4 lu buktiin dah MVP biar nih orang-orang di forum FLRGG diem. Any other storage player better than WDC point PS1.
Biar sih masuk. Sebelah mana deh? Yang mana?
Nyet. Ini kenapa tangannya biru-biru gini sih anjir? Jelek banget, mendingan polos putih gitu foto. Coba jelek-jelek. Please. Win PRX win 2150. Ya. Ayo please, 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 ku mohon kepada engkau, PRX. Apa? Nyet nyet. PRX monyet, 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 monyet. Tolong banget ini mah ya, Nyet. Map 4 nih ya, Nyet. Please. Please, gua mohon, mohon, mohon. Mohon, mohon, mohon ya. Dengan serendah hati lu match MVP aja, please. Please. Biar ada impactnya gitu anjing. Sumpah, Manete kalau di PRX nggak guna anjing. Gue bukannya gimana ya, Cok. No offense ya. Emang kayak gitu, Cok. Liatin nih ya. Nih. Mana sih ngentot? Tolong banget ini Maya, please nih. Nih. PRX Genji. Ya. Breeze. Monyet bottom frag. Gua nggak tahu gimana. Udahlah gitu. Terus habis itu Lotus. Ini boleh lah ya, boleh. 2018 boleh lah, Soso lah ya. Shaper, Sky. Tapi something kenapa nggak pakai jet aja ya? Kenapa Rena? Ini menang loh. Sunset. Enggak, cuman sekali doang. Minimal coba tolong please banget nih mayanya ya. Asen. Monyet 11 16. First skill 1. Tolong banget ini mah. Tolong banget ya. Ini selalu first death nih dia. Selalu mati terus. Pertama, nggak tahu kenapa, Cok. Ini. First skill 2. Oke. First death dia tetap. Ya nggak apa-apa sih, duelis juga sih. Masalahnya duelis juga sih. Monyet 11-21. Please banget nih Maya. Ya. Tolong. Wih, udah mulai ya. Anjing udah mulai bangsat.
He's now coming in around the back with Meteor holding in that cybercade. Able to find one, toggles over onto the camp. Dart going through, swings back out. Defy now dropped something. The last one standing. Put some damage into Munchkins. Princess sights back over to Showers, but Munchkin just re-aggro swings.
No.
Takes him down. Genji
Anjing.
get the first pistol here on Bind.
And it starts to feel like the fans feel that they're close, that we're close to bringing that title back to Korea. But PARTY, they're no strangers to this. Had to play in front of a massive crowd last year against TRX at the Jiangsu Stadium for the Pacific Finals, and they overcame it.
And they were very swept out.
Yeah. But of course, Texture feeling it too.
Kill them.
They're one step away. Just a sheriff for Davai. Hasn't had as much of a blow-up performance as we're used to seeing from him.
Oh,
Nyet,
Money
please, tolong banget ini mah Nyet.
coming in to try to bail him out. Munchkin just runs forsaken as soon as the door is open. Good lord. Something trying to hold here for the orb will be able to get
Sumpah
locked
ini
in.
kayaknya
Supply
mati.
fire from him.
Tolong banget lu butuh war banget
My
anjing.
freaking Davai going on a bit of a push forward here. Karat
Level
very
lu
well back.
belum
Spots one,
setara
takes it down, saw the other.
temen-temen lu anjing. Oh,
Gonna reswing
dibandingin
aggressively,
ya.
but Mind Freak does punish him for that.
Gue bukannya gimana, Cok.
Can be recovered.
Please gue
So I
mau
take it. Texture
gue
not
mau
looking to try to guard things.
lihat
Needs to bring
lu
the spike
berkembang,
forward.
Coks.
Yeah, considering that only we had 3 people buying up from Gen G, this could actually be a bit of trouble and a lot more damage that PARTY could do. Now, of course, that does mean Gen G can also buy up to match in the next round. But right now, Mind Freak has a good opportunity alongside something.
Launching smoke.
On the trap wire, something still making his way over. For the setup, Texture looking to take those hopes and dreams away. Your Munchkin can also rotate over to try to grab that
Bahaya.
Bulldog. Here at the end of the round, is something hearing toggle on the camera.
Dizzy's up top.
It's a trigger there, and Meteor just swings out behind the box. Catching him in the back. Genji lose 2 players, but widely, some of the weapons recovered here. It's 2-0 start for them on Bind.
Yeah, great start. And a good read, too, that it could be the split just to try to take away more weapons. You know, having that Cypher utility set up across all the different ways that they could get taken out here on the retake. Wow.
Good.
And just keeping calm. They know they're close. Don't want to overheat just yet on the 4th map. They haven't won it till the very end.
Neural Theft nearly online already. Meteor just one charge off of that. It's Forsaken getting darted. Staying tucked for the time being.
Yeah, and we're seeing this a lot with the teams that are experimenting with the Yoru that, again, with the sky gone, you know, not able to just constantly cycle through utility to check B long, you have to kind of invest 2 people there alongside the flashes. Now they've been pushed back.
Oh, okay, Meteor. Neural Theft now online. Miguel goes rushing forward, Forsaken swinging out, spraying, does get quite a bit of connection there.
Doesn't have help.
But now, yeah, is getting flushed out. Quick turn on the flash, and Neural Theft going to be invested. Waiting to see if they can try to take him down. Karen able to find it in the end. Drops down on the top of Hookah on yet. So finding one, smoke dissipating, Karen resteadying the aim there. As Blast Pack
Last player
sent
standing.
forward. Molly out from something, will be able to find the elimination, but now it's all on Money. And he thinks Meteor so low. Now the heals come in.
You have to save. You don't have anything to work with, and you're already going to be down 3-0. And not the start that PARTY was looking for on their pick of Bind. Haven't shown it this year. They've been known to be the leaders of the Yoru compositions on Bind. Really brought it forth for the entire world to see last year.
Just going to say tucked right alongside this trap wire. Doesn't want to give them any inkling in case they come for the hunt.
The crazy part is they know, right? Because of the double trap wire set up, but they're not going to risk anything further either. They want to snowball the lead as much as possible. Just being wary just in case. Maybe he had another blast pack left over.
Tolong banget ini Mayanya ya, please. Gue mohon ini Maya, lu sekali match MVP gitulah. Biar yang di forum FRGG biar nggak ngebacot anjing. Udah gitu aja. Anjing.
Activated that first neural theft already.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, just going through the comms as well. It seems like that's what they talked about during this break, just saying, don't get overly excited. Let's just win and then celebrate. And they're only 10 rounds away.
Anya looking to up the pace, trying to catch somebody off guard there with that carryover rifle. Successfully backed away, though, is Gen G. Now turning their sights once more over towards the B side. Trailblazer rushing forward. Not catching a glimpse of Divide before he makes his way back over in towards Elbow. The haunt down, the drop into the smoke and texture. He's taking him out. Spray as well. Softening up Monyet. The paint shell does come through. Will interrupt the plan for now. Shifted around now within the tube.
Spike planted.
Monyetnya Onyx belum ada nih anjing.
Okay, the check. And Meteor not getting caught by it. Swings around. Will finally be felled, but not before finding Mind Freak. Scoreline continuing to build up for him. Forsaken trying to find something with the Sheriff in hand. Can't make it happen. It's now once again on to Monyet.
Lagi-lagi Monyet saving anjing.
Given that he was the one that saved, doesn't have the money built up, he's going to have to be the one that saves again.
So far, obviously, 2 rounds with some iffy purchases on the side of PARTY, but what we're really seeing here is Gen G aware that that's going to be the setup that you often find with these Yoru defaults. It's a Yoru on B, trying to gate crash out somewhere else, maybe ready to take the TP just to throw a bit of a curveball. But oftentimes you're going to need some other support. So the Fade is there with him. They try to pressure it. They try to push it back into the site as fast as possible. Worst case comes if the TP comes through. Meteor's ready for it. He's watching for that teleport, for that showers control, so he's not giving it up for free. It's a strong default from Gen G, and quite frankly, one that PARTY, as the defending team, has to figure out the answer to.
Yeah, Meteor's so
Bikin bawah
clean so far here in this map. The movement there, dodging out on the Thrash into the Cyber Cage, being able to trade one before getting taken down. Dangerous signs for PARTY, which is why we see the timeout again being forced out very early on.
Yeah, and you're not even on the attacking side right now, so you can't even just say we're going to rush one side anymore. That's not going to work.
You can rush out of one side.
You could rush out of one side. We have seen that before for PARTY, and sometimes that's what catches them off guard, but I just feel like this map right now, Gen G is ready for it, and the thing is obviously Gen G showed one iteration of their bind yesterday, against DRX, who also was running a Euro composition. So PARTY, they, not much time, but they had some data to go off of. This time, Genji's just saying, let's try to get a read on PARTY first. Let them make the first move. They're going to be antsy for it, and they would have identified that absolutely correctly.
We'll see what the call is going to be here. After Alex's intervention, operator does come through. He's put into the hands of something now, which I don't have the updated stats right now, but coming into this map, even being down in the series and having Genji be at match point, something's impact has been impeccable.
Yes.
It's tied for top fragging alongside KARON, both of them dropping 50 kills so far in the series. He's 16 and 5 in first kills, first deaths.
Jeez.
The start of the value here, something that's been amazing, but Forsaken now trying to get it first kill of his own. Does so, but now something pushing forward, trying to take that deep, hard angle outside of B. Just gets punished.
Yeah, and he just thinks because of the hard push that they're going to be holding further back away from Fountain, but Meteor's just up close.
Tell him, Hank, this is how it feels. To be scoped in and instantly known. Mindbreak, however,
Spike down B.
instantly finding 3. Texture answering 1 back, Monyet. We'll be able to finish him off. Fantastically done by Mindfreak. Hoping to bail him out, but yet another round loss keeps them alive, gets them on the board.
It's great to see Mindfreak performing as he has been the entire kickoff, because he's had some ups and downs throughout his career, obviously very storied alongside the rest of the PARTY squad. But when he's at his peak, he's so clean with it. And just the comparisons and the stories we're getting just from this finals alone, right? The controllers, Mindfreak and KARON, you mentioned it. Obviously, there's the fragging potential between Something and KARON. The duelists, of course, Texture, really trying to continue to be the top of the pack.
Okay.
Oh my!
Like ships passing in the night, but there's no reinforcement here from Mon yet. Orbital Strike just cutting off that access. So he gets isolated and taken down. Move out into the corner. Forsaken makes his way into the dimensional drift. See what he opts for here. As, okay, flash out, showstopper sent towards heaven. Mask comes off, that's the fake out. Texture falling for it, but eventually just gets flushed out into the open. The kill comes in. Devi as well.
Nice.
One Forsaken with a nice tap, takes out Meteor. Once again, lock yet now the last one standing. Spot on the one. Mindfreak getting across towards Showers.
They should know that he's trapped in lamps. He saw a little bit more info coming out from that Prowler as well.
Not going for the
Tolong banget ya, 3 lawan 2 lo, Cok.
All the way around over towards short.
Harusnya dapat
PARTY is playing this
info
safe,
anjing.
and I don't mind that.
Masih ada
But that
limit,
could
Cok.
be what gives Genji this opportunity. They have all the time to explore the entire site and figure out a different exit.
Nice.
All that
Spike
time for
down
Mindfreak to just go on a walkabout. Gets himself
30
rotated
seconds
around.
left.
Hearing the jump peeking, Dizzy going out, Munchkin with a click clear. Doesn't to be worried about potential wallbang coming through. Reads this very nicely, but Mindfreak nails the shot. PARTY picking up 2 in a row.
Well, if it's not going to be your crazy duelists that are putting the round wins on the board, someone's got to do it, and Mindfreak's here to answer the call. Barely bringing them back into this. Forsaken committing to that spray was good, and also the dimensional drift just to make sure they can't commit the plant. Then the orbital strike, and then the flash as well to try to trap some of them with that blinded vision within that Brimstone ultimate. I like the entire sequence of it, and it eventually leads to that round win that PARTY oh so desperately needed. Op still, of course, in the hands of Something as well.
Locked out, Lockya actually does swing. Marked by in there. Aaron just holding back to see if there's going to be another aggro push out from Something with his op.
But that does seem to be the adjustment that they've made since that timeout. Not pushing entirely out, not full W gaming, but they will force the hand a little bit. Make sure that these default setups for Genji can't stay the way they are. Getting the read that Genji's playing this offense like a defense. The classic Forsaken Yoru.
Blown out, jump peek. Not going to be spotting anything here. So for now, PARTY still trying to really get a read on what Genji's movement's going to look like. This does send Forsaken back over towards this A site. So 3-man stack there, but the operator still posted up from Something. They have to be ready for
lu
Texture off the
bukan
back,
Jet
but
boy,
yeah, he does
gak
get
bisa kabur boy.
shot through it. Manages to stay alive and lock it.
I
And
know exactly.
throw those heals out. Now another neural theft. Second one for Meteor so far here in the game. Coming down.
30 seconds
It's going to
left.
be a little bit of a bait and switch attempt here with the
Please,
teleporters.
nyet. Lu dapat
Yeah,
nyet.
still hovering nearby. Shot sent on that entry. Tucks back in towards lamps.
Monyet now stuck in lamps. No one there to back him up just yet.
Shot fly with
Aduh,
actually Monyet finding a kill.
nyet.
Aghann going to be taken down. Extra quick on that reply as
One
Meteor just
enemy remaining.
dancing around inside of the cyber cage, and as the kills come in, the cleanup will be there. 4 members still standing. Gen G answering back with a fifth round win.
That's a really well read round. A quick adjustment to PARTY. As soon as
Monyet
PARTY
kena
starts to
mental
pressure the
ini.
initial default just a bit, Gen G
Mental
just cuts
si
all
Nokan
audio,
udah
doesn't
mulai
miss more
ngejudge
util,
kan.
creeps up to the starting line, which this time is a little bit further behind, but it's going to be that entry point into B long. They want to suss out this operator. They get it correctly, and that's what you get when you're not using something like the Razor or the Jet. You just have no escape. And Munchkin following those Seekers, leading him to victory.
Wide peek from Texture, just looking to get swung out by hearing a decent amount of noise.
My ult's ready.
Wisely decides to creep back. Just has a stinger, so at range, not going to be doing him too many favors. But Forsaken, what a shot!
Right above the Trailblazer.
Yeah, finding Texture's head, taking him down, eats a bit of damage here. Now spamming through the cyber cage, trying to find the shot. Locky up will be able to get something. That's Forsaken, still just trying to come up with the goods.
Nice
Can't do
Monyet,
it, but
nice Monyet.
Mind Freak.
Nice.
Deliver alongside
Itu
Monyet,
dia
shows off
nyet.
delivery.
Yo nyet, wake up
Will
nyet.
shut down the attack, and PARTY will keep things close.
It's an excellent setup from both Forsaken and Divide. Divide, of course, is backing out, holding the cross from elbow. But it's Forsaken who not only gets the first shot, but sends that Fate.
Ayo wake up
Fate
nyet.
game trap
Wake up,
early
wake
on
up,
and
wake up,
keeps them
wake up,
tied up.
wake
Buys
up.
all the time
One enemy.
for the
One
backup to
enemy
come
remaining.
in the form of a showstopper.
Great re-entry from Monyet.
Yeah.
There.
Beautiful. Finally getting a little bit of that shining moment as that raise. He's really been thrown into a couple islands here by PARTY. He's finding his footing, and it's a push out from PARTY.
Mosh pit over the top, right off the rip here. As Forsaken goes rushing forward, managing to find one with the trade back. It's even better for Gen G, finding 2 kills. Trailblazer cleared out the volley to try to slow, but Meteor looking forward in the showers. As soon as Mind Freak realizes it, he's already dead. 4 players alive here for Gen G. Prowler scouting one. It's Monyet who's bouncing forward. The boot bottle kill off Texture. Meteor
Ah!
away from yet another neural theft as Gen G lock in 6 rounds on this attacking half.
Now, again, looking at the competition, as
Suck.
crazy a single controller does sound for either side of Bind, you gotta imagine that all the projectiles they can throw on and execute benefits PARTY a little bit more for the attacking side. But all things considered, it does feel like PARTY is just not used to losing out on these trades. You know, they push out, they lose 2 people to 1. You've already invested a Molly. You have to use the second one just to buy time, but after that, you have nothing to delay. Gen G does not respect it. They just push through from both showers and A short.
I must wait a moment.
Quick clear on the cam. Dart not found, but looks like Gen G not looking to waste any time. Teleporter going to be instantly taken here. So Meteor will be watching the back line. TP actually back over towards the defender spawn. Top flash going to be sent down. But Texture just enough to be able to regain his vision. He shuts it down.
Anjing, anjing,
Pushing forward,
bangsat.
Ultimately, may have to
Ah.
go for the save.
You know what's crazy is Texture anti-flashes away from that by looking down because it's the Euroflash bounced up on the pop flash and then flips right back up.
He could have just stopped the sentence after saying Texture.
Dia dapat
Yes, he is
post frame.
crazy. You are correct. Sometimes a little long-winded on my commentary.
Dapat post frame mulu ngentot.
Just impressive, this guy. Again, I can't help but emphasize the point that tournament of his life. And he's always been great.
Locky on the hunt attempt will be
Time out nggak sih? Time out nggak sih? Time out nggak sih? Time out
just
sih.
making sure there's
Harusnya
no
time out ya,
attempts at
saat.
some ninja diffusery going on here. Make his way back out to safety here.
Tadi udah time out belum ya?
Damn near
Gua nggak tahu
flawless
dah.
round for Gen G. Now 7 rounds on this attack side. And I agree with you in regards to PARTY's comp.
Ah
likely
kan
having,
time out.
you know,
Nah
better legs under
itu.
them going onto the attack, but eventually you do hit a point where it feels like it's the point of no return.
Itu
Yeah, I think
liatin.
that's right here, right now.
Gameplay
A
goblok
little bit,
banget
a little bit left to the
anjing.
ground and flips right back up.
Bukan
Not
PARTY
surprised about this
biasanya
timeout. You
anjing.
want to get these last 2 rounds. And obviously, I mean, the 7-5 scoreline, excuse me, is the halfway point as close as you can get without being a 50-50. But really, more than that, as you mentioned, you need something to hold your hope on. And it can't just be, we absolutely have to win the pistol. You need a little bit more than that, especially with a risky composition like this. Just a one brimstone. I mean, that gets so tricky on when and where you use those smokes, because all three of those sky smokes have to find value.
Plenty to be said here for balance.
Shucks.
Last few seconds. Getting ready to dwindle out. See what kind of impact he's going to be able to have and whether or not they can try to rescue the remainder of this half. Like you said, 7-5. Given the composition, the setup here from PARTY, I'd say those are pretty decent odds for them. They need to be able to get these last two. Showstopper pit available on the side of Gen G. Yet another dimensional drift here for Forsaken.
See what value it brings. I feel like, sure, you get some tricky kills now and then already in this match. He's done it before on Split, but outside of the kills themselves, hasn't been that easy to find amazing value for space. As Gen G's
Ini
been
pas
fairly
nih ya,
prepared
second
for
half
it.
nih ya, kalah
Crash back
pistolan
over.
anjing.
Forsaken joining in. Now they hear that Trailblazer coming, and that's going to be the rotation as well. Mind Freak looks to make his way over to the side. Texture just disrespecting the poison damage since the Showstopper out at the fake, however. Now he's kind of going to be stuck within that smoke. Tries to push out with Vi, able to find the kill. To get him down, the pin's going to be invested. Thrash jumping forward, doesn't get the detain onto anybody. As the Seeker rushes in. Looks to just slow him up.
Nice.
Jump in the corner, however, catching Nokia with Util in hand. Takes him down with the shorty. Draws down that Phantom. Finds another kill. Meteor now gone. Aaron forced to the other side. The tap onto the spike. The swing out. Munchkin gets fouled!
Nice.
Be able to clean him up.
Woo! Let's go,
Well,
let's go.
Munchkin with the clad too, and then something to answer
Please,
right back.
Mohon banget second half dapet pistol round, dapet pistol round. Oh, dapet pistol round dari tadi kalah mulu.
Lining up like that against someone like Munchkin
Sat.
and Aghann. A risky
Gue
endeavor.
kalau di sendiri di
See
rumah,
that one back
kesel
here.
gue, marah-marah.
As Texture trying to find the value, hearing that Odin spamming through lab. Good covering fire from Divide.
Jimpit lu Pak, scanner lu jimpit.
I mean,
Something with those two kills in the back end. Whew. Bailing them out when it looked like it was going to be very painful. It breaks now up to 4.
still have that dimensional drift as well. The Odin for the pressure.
Oh,
no!
my God.
How does he win out against both?
Well, speaking of 4s, I believe that's the 4th year old step for Meteor
Cage trigger.
in this half. Now the spot on a Mind Freak. Flash goes in. He swings around the box. Meteor now.
Gak bisa nih anjing.
So the crowd start chanting it. Forsaken sprinting around, trying to identify the positions here of the Gen G members. Odin in hand, just wants to start slow swinging onto the box. They double face him. Karen will be able to take him down. No ace to be found, but a 4K and a flawless round. I'm sure Meteor is more than happy with that. It's Gen G start off by 8-4 in the half.
Absolutely nasty double kill for Meteor to open that up. I'm not quite sure if that first shot from PARTY
Gua pakai jurus andalan gue ya biar menang pistol round ya.
The swing. They had the double. They were already spread out. But Meteor just too quick. These 1vx situations. Staring down the end of this match. It's not over just yet, but it is looking tough. And PARTY, here's the thing: is that forget trying to defend the title of Pacific Kings, Champions of Pacific, but they've been here so many times, so close to try to lead and close out a match. And they just haven't been able to do it. As soon as they face an opponent that they thought they should beat, and they were challenged, they crumbled in the last leg of it.
Well, it all needs to begin right here. A monstrous run back ahead of them if they want to extend this into that 5th and final map of Breeze. For now, I mean, it's just been such a dominant showing. 12 rounds played, 5 deaths only for Meteor.
Wow.
impeccable for him.
Yeah, such a clean game from Meteor. As that Cypher, and what a pick against this composition and this team of PARTY. Another good example of how to just turn a crazy cracked duelist aimer into another stable role here.
See what PARTY want to do. Ultimately, for now, everybody very fanned out. Cypher Util set up here on the A site, but Meteor still going to be playing over towards B. Seems like they're very much expecting that PARTY are going to end up going towards this site. As Lakia, Pixel out of place spotted. Mindfreak sending a warning shot. And now the forces of PARTY start gathering up, getting ready to attack the A site.
Yeah, I mean, the A site, even the spy cam and everything set up for a retake. You see that deep tripwire. They just want to know if backside is taken or not. Munchkin will try to get some shots in.
He does.
Actually, a lot.
Oh, spot spawn yet up on top of the box. Still wants to try to send down that bite. He's greeting for
Oh
Red. And the
my.
comes in. And he runs out of bullets. Munchkin able to win out. Goes for the reload. That's a pretty decent advantage here for the side of Gen G, considering the damage already out onto something. Texture now swinging around from behind. Mindfreak
Please,
tucked away, backing away from that smoke for the time being.
no, please.
As Meteor finding Forsaken, swinging out to the side. Munchkin now coming up with another one, finishing the job that he started. Comes up with a kill. Meteor, however, getting distracted. The nice little tug of war coming through as Texture falls. Lakia, last one standing by, rushing forward, and he gets it. The half already finished, but either way, he had all the time in the world. Lakia, the last one standing, as Gen G move up to 9.
It's such a good setup from Gen G. Abusing the fact that Cypher, obviously, global utility, sets it up in A, but not to delay. Even the toxic screen, it's not meant to delay. It's just meant to make sure that the retake is easier. I mean, they get the free gift of their early kill onto Manyen. But they have the trip set up, the spy cam set up to make sure that PARTY can't find a good post-plant position. And Munchkin feels good about that. What a read, what a call from the IGL. And a good first kill. Shoves Mindfreak out into showers, and now PARTY, they can't. They're not going for the force. They want to go for the long
boy.
haul.
Caron around the corner.
Aduh.
Basically the collab with the judge.
The long-range support from the Guardian as well.
Di mall ini.
Just looking to shut them out of this one. Tucks away, the Prowler coming through. Munchkin, he'll get himself a second. Caron gets the third. A flawless anti-eco. Gen G now up to double digits. 3 rounds away from becoming the kings of the kickoff.
You play enough games on stage, and even a cracked gamer like Karen's going to be using the judge as well. Getting the full Valorant experience. Playing like a cracked aimer, swinging out on those wide swings, sometimes playing like a Rat King, and he'll do it all.
Flawless.
I mean, what do you do as PARTY? You don't even have many chances here. Just finally the buy round, and you're already down 6 rounds.
Not many chances and no timeouts as well to work with. All of them having to be burned within those first 10 rounds.
Oh no.
Push out, the turn for the flash. 2 kills now, 3 gonna be found. Some good answer back here. Something, and Divine find one apiece. Divine now finding himself a second, but it's another blink and you miss it round between these two squads. Texture picks up a 3K with the Guardian, and Gen G continue to strive towards the throne.
It's just as if that they have switched souls. This is how PARTY used to play. Absolute disrespect, knowing that you can win every duel. Look at just how confident Texture is. This man just does not lose this week.
It's like he's constantly playing with neural theft. Just knows every single angle they're going to peek from.
So please matiin na.
I mean, this could be the start to just one heck of an insane year for Texture.
Prowler in, but snake bite to delay. Paint shells. Where those ones went. Full flash though onto Munchkin. Drop in, Lakia lurking. Outside Garden, managing to find one. Something with the Guardian, however. Able to get Texture, but now Meteor arrives. Forsaken, no HP.
Match point.
Gonna shut it down.
Gak ada duit. Gak ada duit.
The rookie stands tall. The overstep against him. Forsaken needed that one. Gen G now at series point.
Gun here.
This squad is building something insane. I mean, obviously the year has just started, sure, but with the performances they've had throughout so many maps, having to played through so many matches, all going the full distance. I don't think we can say that this is just a kickoff thing. I think they are building towards an absolute monstrous year. And if they get the 3 championship points right off the bat, going to Masters of Madrid at the higher seed.
Ooh. One step forward, one step back. Things equalized. Forsaken gone. It's a lot of firepower taken away from the team.
Oh yeah, monster on the loose.
Thrash will lead the charge. Texture hanging back, trying to avoid detection. Orbital strike set did from Karen, just delaying. Monyet up in front of it. Being decayed down lower and lower. Lamps the target here as Texture tries to make his way out the safety. He barely does. Flash from Lakia. The drag across. Finds one. Munchkin swing the corner. Finds another. Mind freaking Monyet. Fight back. Now it's just down to Monyet and something. The TP is going to be used. Karon. The classic in hand. Charlie, not like this! God, finds one!
What in the world?
3 HP separating the 2 remaining players. A paint shell in the hands of Monyet. The boombot here for Texture.
Planted.
The plant comes down. Texture playing it patiently. But we can see Monyet tucking and swinging around through the elbow. And so far, Texture not getting a sense of this at all. But now he will turn his sights over. He spots him. He's got it done! 13-4. The players already on their feet. Texture will get the defuses. Arrest start the celebrations. Gen G. They have controlled chaos incarnate. They have put a leash on anarchy. And they are the kings of the Pacific kickoff.
Every single player on this team looking for redemption, and they help lead Karon, the rookie, to a royal road in the VCT Pacific. This is a tournament run to go down in the history of VCT.
An unbelievable start to the season from Gen G, from a team that struggled so much in the opening debut season of VCT Pacific. The 4-0 start into the cataclysmic fall to obscurity. They came into this season with many a question mark surrounding the roster, the decision making, the decision to pick up a player who had never even had the opportunity to prove himself in any capacity with Karon. And now he himself, this young gun, this rookie, in his debut on any stage, is a royal roader. Fist bumps abound between the 2 squads. Obviously, for PARTY, we still will be seeing more of them. They will be going over to Masters Madrid alongside Gen G as their cohorts from VCT Pacific. But with a lot more pressure and a lot more doubt cast on them likely than ever before. Absolutely astounding here from Gen G, and an incredibly well-deserved win. As the home crowd continues to go electric for them, but that will just about do it for myself here. It's been an absolute pleasure to guide you guys through these 4 maps. But I will get ready to hand it over to my co-caster, William, who's getting ready to take to the stage and talk to these players about this absolutely incredible feat of a victory that they have managed to pull off. Because this was not only just confident, but absolutely dominant from the side of Gen G. Texture, Meteor, looking incredible the whole way throughout, the whole team putting up figures. But now I will pass it over to William. Take it away.
See you next stream. Bye-bye.